Roger is in Algebra 2 class and has discovered the radian setting on his calculator. He has not learned about radians but would like to know what they are. Explain to Roger how a radian is defined. I feel like I'm just like teaching a lesson on this one. But really, a radian is the idea that if I have a circle and I take the radius, let's say that the radius here is, I don't know, 5 or something like that. If I were to wrap that around, like if it were a string and I were to wrap that around my circle, it would land at a certain spot. And the angle measure that is created by putting the radius on the outside of the circle, that is 1 radian. We call that, like, it's just like Celsius and Fahrenheit when we're talking about how hot or warm or cold something is. 2 different ways to talk about it. This angle measure is a certain number of degrees. It's also just 1 radian because it is 1 radius measure around the circle. If I were asked to convert 240 to radians, I would just multiply by pi over 180 because 1 degree, like there's pi radians in half of a circle here, because if I were to lay out the radius 3 times, there would be a little bit left over. That's where the 0.1415 comes from for pi. So basically pi over 180 is representative of how we can convert these degrees into radians. And so when I do that and I start simplifying here, 240 and 180 are both divisible by 10 to start off easy here. And then it looks like they're both divisible by 6, which becomes 4 pi over 3. So 4 pi over 3 radians is equivalent to 240 degrees. And then vice versa, when we're given radians, we have 5 pi over 6. We're just going to multiply by 180 over pi. The pi's cancel out. 180 divided by 6 is 30. So 5 times 30 is 150 degrees.